Hello, so I'm on here because I have had the day from hell with ghosts, angels, spirits, and stalker spirits. And I'm worn out and I needed somewhere to talk about this, so I'm on here. I just want to say a massive thank you to all of you on TikTok who have been supporting me, following me, and following me on YouTube, which is brilliant if you can do both, because the YouTube algorithm doesn't like me very much. And it feels personal at times, I have to say, on there. I've been gone for a couple of years and it's just like dragging its heels. And it's been really crappy on there recently, apart from the members and the loyal people who support me. Thank you to them because they're amazing. So if you could do both, that'd be brilliant. Thank you. But so why has it been a bad day? Well, because I have had something zapping my energy. I have a negative spirit around me. He's a stalker. He's a horrible, horrible man. He's from my past lives. He's murdered me before in these past lives. But it's getting worse because I've been asked to do something. And I've been and ahhing whether to do a podcast, a book. They want me to write a book. And it's so intense, this book, it almost feels like religious text. Now, I'm not into that kind of thing. So I'm not sure what's happening there. You know, I keep hearing that sound. That's a sound I hear in the middle of the night. I don't know if you heard it. Now, there is nobody upstairs at the moment. There has been no one upstairs. All right, so somebody might have gone outside. I've got a face and everything over me here as I said that. But when you hear it sound like that, there it is again. In the middle of the night, well, it was 4 something, and nobody's going outside, then that is creepy as hell, okay? Because this is a massive building. It was built in 1837. It's a landmark building where I live, okay? So yeah, there are lots of spirits around. I've seen them. I'm not worried about them. They're a nice lot. Apart from the Victorian bitch outside, the young bitch who likes to bite people, apparently. My guides keep away. Be a rabbit, I think. And she runs around with a male spirit. They're young. They're not kids, but they're not adults either. So I'm not sure what age, but not nice. Now that's a noise, and last night I did not hear it. It's all relevant to the story. Sorry, this is how it works here. I go off on tangents. Somebody doesn't like that, said I'm distracted a lot, and put that down to me being British. Cheeky, rude. Anyway, which is a whole load of crap anyway. So the noise is, I'm not sure what it is, but it wakes me up all the time. I keep hearing these noises. No one upstairs directly above me. Now, the way the building is constructed is it's in sort of, imagine Victorian, well, not Victorian, they're more Regency style townhouses, all joined together in one building that sort of curves. And so you're in one building. I'm in the basement flat. I'm renting that at the moment. Things are going to change big time with stuff like that next year, which hopefully is going to be great. But at the minute I'm here, and so I'm in the basement, and then there are 4 flats above me, okay? And some of them, there are 5 altogether, and some of them don't have the basement flat working. It's a kind of odd thing. Now, to get into, you can get in the back and in the front to each building, okay? Some of them are actually houses. They're used as houses, not just flats. So here, I don't know if you can, oh, you can't see on the camera, but outside here, there's some steps and it leads into the building next door, okay? And then there's steps down here, and that's my private bit. Nobody should be in there, but there's a little bit that goes along the back that goes into this building where I am, okay? You can still hear bits, so I think that must have been somebody going out. But at 4 in the morning, when you can't hear anybody actually go out there to put rubbish in the bin or to get in a car and drive away, because it's a car park out the back here as well, is very eerie, and to jump awake with it. Now, the woman who comes in upstairs, bless her, she is bloody noisy, but thankfully she's away a lot, a hell of a lot, for weeks on end. And then she just turns up out of nowhere. So at first I thought, oh, is it her? No, it happened again. I went to the bathroom, 2 big noises again. So I don't know what the hell's going on. Theoretically, sometimes I can hear people walking in the corridor there. There was nobody walking. No movement. This has happened off and on. I hear loud noises in the middle of the night. They can be in the hallway here, anything. Is it the building creaking with the heat, with the whatever? You tend to know when that's happening. You get to know the noises. These are odd sounds that just wake me up, okay? I felt very eerie, very uncomfortable. It's just horrible. I don't know if you can see, but there's a face over me here. I've got the mirror behind here. No, it's not showing up on the camera, but there's a face over me. Guy with glasses. I don't know why he's there, but one of my guides. I don't know if... Oh, that's because this idiot, this negative spirit is walking around here. Okay. So that sort of eerie. And then I can often hear whispers. It's all in this room, whispers. Now I see into other dimensions from here. I call it Narnia because my cupboard's there, but I can see up above it. All the face, I can see them now. I can see them all standing there. But it's actually on all of the walls. So check out the walls. You may be able to see something. Okay. There should be some energy around that you'd be able to see. And you see, that's somebody out the back putting something in the bin. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know what was going on, but it was very eerie. And then I can hear voices, and it's almost like I'm coming online. I am clairaudient, but there's clairaudience within the mind where I physically see, but I've heard the odd thing outside, you know, like a physical hearing. Somebody's standing here. Okay, I've had that off and on, but now it seems to be getting more and more. For years, I've felt, and I've talked to other people who have experiences, it's almost like you hear music at night or people talking. Now, I have a lot of the men in black here, who are the Angelics who guard me. They look like the Secret Service in the US, okay? Sunglasses, CIA type, with the black suit to show that they are security. Black is actually for protection. Did you know that? A lot of people go, oh, they're villains, or they're this, they're that. If the people wear black, yeah, say on a movie or whatever. But they can also be secret protection, secret service. And black is black candle that's used for protection in if you're doing spells and stuff like that. So that's how they come to me. They're angelics, and they want to show me on my level that they are protection. So why haven't they turfed this guy out? Well, I don't know, but I shall finish this first. So then I'm lying there. So I could hear all this one. I thought, no, and I have to sleep. Now, I have a balance problem. I have functional neurological disorder, where this is the time when I start fitting. So the minute my brain's not distracted doing this, well, sometimes it can just start anyway. My head shakes, my body moves. They're full on non-epileptic fits, but they knock me to the floor, everything. And so I have to be very careful with my ears, but I have had to put headphones in at night. I've actually tried to listen to stories on my Kindle. My Kindle has disappeared. They make it disappear because I started listening to stories on my Kindle, and then all of a sudden I could hear a man's voice talking over it, I should say. And so it disappeared. Now I'm going to go with glasses on here. It's got a shirt. They're over me for some reason here. They're probably protecting the evil eye type stuff in case anybody's... Because apparently there are a lot of people who are doing spell work towards me. I'm not paranoid. Honestly, to God, I don't care less because it just gets returned. But there are people out there who are trying to stop what I'm talking about. because I'm trying to show you what's really out there. And some people do not want to know about that, or they do not want people talking about it. It's secret. But it's not any longer. It's not meant to be. So that's what a lot of these videos are about. So I'm lying there, but I can hear voices. And sometimes I've heard, what was it the other night? I heard, "What?" really loudly next to me. I thought, what the hell? All right, fine. And then last night, so I have one headphone in, AirPods, sorry, one AirPod in. I used to sleep with two in them, but they started to affect my balance more because I have damage in my left ear. And so I put one in, and I'll try it. One starts off there, and as that goes off, I'll put it in it because I wake up through the night on and off. And so I thought, I'm just going to ignore it. And I got told by my guy, put them both in. I was like, no, put them both in, but I didn't. I turned on my side. I had this one in. I was trying to listen to Benedict Cumberbatch narrate Sherlock Holmes stories because I love Sherlock Holmes. And I'm lying on my side, and I just turned right in my ear. Oh, it was. Didn't like that. But still didn't stop me lying there. I thought, sod you. I'm not scared. And but I kept turning. What did I just hear there? Was that my foot? It's gone very still here. Thought I could feel something. I'll look in the mirror. Oh, there's something right next to me, but there always is. No, he's pacing backwards and forwards here. So I don't know if it was him, but he comes up to me in the middle of the night, and sometimes it's very frightening because I've been touched before. I felt energy around me, and my guides, they'll actually, if it gets bad like that, because a lot of people try and come in to give messages or just to annoy me because they can. I mean, I closed my eyes last night, and this is what I saw with my eyes closed. Okay, it was like somebody they put their arm across my face, and I could see the black suited arm, everything, and I could see it. And I had my eyes closed, and not not the shadow. I actually could see the arm in detail over like that. So I don't know what they're doing, but I can often see in the kitchen. There are people come into my kitchen and they're talking, and then people sit on my sofa. My son's got up early in the morning. I haven't got up yet, and I'm lying in my bed, eyes closed, and I can see the spirit sitting on the chair, and he can't see them. And I was thinking, get out. So if you're going to do this work, be prepared. That's all I can say. So anyway, I thought, right, fine. But it's kind of creepy because sometimes I want to curl up into a ball. I've had this creep put spiders on me, as in it's the image, but it's not, they're not real, but I don't like them. So, I've had them turn up in my dream, and when he turns up in my dream, because in my past life, and I've been shown this, he showed me hanging from a noose. He'd hung me, alive me, basically done all sorts, and apparently I was pregnant at the time, and very witchy, and he did it to me 4 times apparently. Ooh, there was a little line of light came there when I said that. Well, that's creepy. Face on the wall. Whatever. So, you get to this point when you see it as much as this. But it's things like it. I have felt like I could be attacked in a very, I'm not going to go into detail about this, a certain way, shall we say, as a woman, and I don't like. I've had people stand over me with, no, I'm not going to go into it. It's very uncomfortable to talk about, and I don't know why. I was told, because I'm a writer, that this person has to be here. I have had to go through certain trials, certain things, experience them so I can write about them. And I have had such a love-hate relationship with my writing recently. I've had my work stolen so many bloody times. It's unbelievable. And please, by the way, do not go on that EPUB whatever and pick my work up there, Arabella Kingsley work, or it's just not fair. I don't make much money off it as it is. And Spirit keep want me to write. You know, they don't make me J.K. Rowling, so, and this is the gripe at the minute. They want me to write more and more and more. And I have nearly 200 books. I haven't got them all out there at the minute because some bitchy bloody publishers named Blush and Books who have changed their name now. So be careful out there if you're trying to publish books through middle-sized publishers or small press, because some of them take you for a ride. And they didn't like it that I didn't give them all the books. They just withdrew them, didn't tell me. And I found out I had to get the Authors Guild in the US to help me get them back. So I've had a lot of trouble with it. And today they've been pushing me. They want me to write this book that they consider very important. And they want me to, I don't know. I don't know what type of book it is. I write all sorts. I'm multi-genre, okay? But it's, from what I can gather, it's about the angels. It's about getting justice for the angels and telling people who they really are. And they're not the biblical angels that you think they are. They are alien beings. They are part of quite a few races who protect this planet and guard it. And they've been named the angels. I mean, I've talked about what they told me about God, but you know, we are working and living in a giant quantum computer. So all these stories that you get about the Matrix, whatever, they're trying to tell you something. They're trying to wake you up, okay? And that's what God is. And that's how these things are created. That's how you manifest stuff, is a giant computer. That is not to say that the reality of God is not the reality, you know, the concept, sorry, of God is not true in the faith sense. It is. It's just where we are in is a giant quantum computer. None of this exists. But outside, and I'm talking about the universe, I'm talking about space. Outside of that, that's where we really come from. Now, I don't know, I started getting ideas about this years ago, and it's slowly been, because it's quite weird to think about, but it's quite liberating at the same time. So I always find I love space, I love the stars, but it's very confining. And I always thought, what's outside of here? What the heck? And I actually asked somebody who's doing a PhD in astrophysicist, I believe he is, if it was possible. And he said it was possible. So, you know, because I am a skeptic too, you know. Don't think I just sit here and go, oh, this is what they said, blah, blah. No, I check everything. And I'm always, yeah, are you sure about that? Yeah. So, yeah. And I'm not sure. I've got to write all of these things in it. And I started to. But with all the trouble I've had with the writing, I thought, well, you know, I haven't got the reach that people have out there to talk about these things. I can't pick bloody J.K. Rowling or somebody like that. So I'm very frustrated. I've had a lot, like you, like all of you out there, we've all had a bloody rough time recently. And there some have had worse. So don't get me wrong, okay? But it's like, you have been making my life hell. I've had to go through a divorce. I've had to go through things I'm not going to discuss here. There's somebody right there. I just saw their face. And I'm frustrated. It's like there are certain people within society seem to be elevated all the time. And it's like, well, if you're angels, why does it have to be like that? Why can't everybody be more on an equal footing? I don't want what anybody else has. I want my own. Yeah, I want my own. And after a divorce, all I want is financial. Oh, effing hell, I don't know if you saw that. Big face here. And they just popped up like as I would see you right next to me. I could see them in the mirror. So let me know if you saw that. Unfortunately, only members on YouTube are getting to comment at the minute because of various reasons. But so become a member on YouTube. That'd be great, and support this work, please. That would be fantastic. But anyway, you don't have to. So you see, they distract me. They deliberately distract. So yeah, there's all these things to put down, and I've been nervous because it's putting me out there more and more. But I'm grumpy. I feel grumpy at the minute about it. It's asking a lot. It causes a lot of physical pain to be doing lots of writing and everything at the minute. And I did think about podcast, but you know, why can't they push me forward with this? You know, why is it that I have to do so much work? And with the writing, mind videos, but with the writing, I've had to put a lot on Inkit, and it's for free, and everything's for free these days, and I can't afford to work for free, just like you, and I just don't understand why they push other people and they're not pushing me with this. If this is what they want, because I've been trying to change my life, do videos and do coaching and you know, psychic medium development, stuff like that, angel communication and spiritual things. I teach English as a foreign language. I'm trying to get that started properly as well. And I've just put in to one of my old lecturers from my MA research proposal to go back to university to do a PhD. And it's like, oh, you spring this on me. So there's been, and I row with my guides, I don't know about you, because, well, they're angels, they're alien beings, they are very blunt, and angels are, this is how it is, this is what we want you to do next. And they won't listen, will you? Sorry, I can say that. So that's been very draining all day, because it ends up in like this energy discussion. And anyway, I started writing a little bit, because the other day I was sitting outside. I have this little bit out the front of my basement flat. I have a little table, everything, and I can see up into the sky. It's very Laverne and Shirley. Well, no, it's better than Laverne and Shirley's. I have this little bit outside, and I was sitting there, and this is before I knew all this. I knew something was coming, because they show me things in the sky. They can impress their faces on clouds, stuff like that. But I see all these little UFO things. I'm going to tell you more about them in a minute. But they showed me a baby, a newborn baby. That's how they see me. I've gone through something and I'm coming on light. So they will show me I'm a baby and I'm their baby, and they take care of me. They think to them, I'm somebody royal, okay? To me, I'm nobody, all right? And it feels like it, okay? So don't think I'm sitting here going, oh, they say, I can't stand that when people, my guide is a Native American Indian, I'm so spiritual, or my guide is this, my guide is an ascended master, or whatever. They're all here. Do I care? No, they run my life ragged, okay? I don't give a shit, okay? I really don't. Who they think they are. There are people in hoods, there are people in white, there are people in black walking around, there are aliens, there are, you know, I'm talking full-on alien faces in the middle of the night. And I keep saying it out loud. If you think you're going to take me, think again, because I'm going to give you a lot of trouble if you try. Okay, so... And then we have the celebrities from the past life. I've had Sir Winston Churchill walking around here. I've had Diana talking to me when I've been looking at in a bookshop. Princess Diana, when looking in a bookshop, Waterstones, the book of that her son Harry wrote. Why? So anyway. I getting this information. Yeah, I know that's important. So, anyway, I knew there was something coming. I'm trying to read it, but my blinking eyes now. That's what happens when you get older. I'm trying to, I wrote it down. I'll read it out to you. So I did see 2 tall black towers. Before that, a giant statue of liberty. This is the outline in the sky, right? This is how they do it. This is how they communicate with me as well. And I heard freedom for all of us. A bird went flying past straight after I heard that, which is a symbol of freedom, obviously. And before that, I saw the newborn baby in the sky. Somebody holding it. This woman had just given birth and it was a newborn baby. Yeah, in the sky. Okay. I never get a break. Yeah. And before that, someone with a book of knowledge. It's this big book, ancient book, and they keep going. Okay, and then they're never at the start, but they're always in the middle of it. They're always turning a page. What the hell? And then they're showing me now, I see the end of one, and it's like a novel, but it's got a little paragraph at the top, and then it's got the end written down on the last page. And it's very sort of old. I think they're trying to tell me that my past is gone, my, life with my controlling ex-husband and all of that. I mean, I'm estranged from my family, everything. Oh my God. So, and my mother and brother died last year within a few weeks of each other. So, what else? Then I saw the plane pointing in the sky. And it's always sort of pointing like that. Now, I've told you about this plane. It's like a ghost plane, and it's got little windows. Again, that's going to be a reference to the UFO or UAP bit in a minute. Okay, so I say that. And then I saw, what is that? A huge fuselage. And this plane just goes gigantic, okay? This is all to do with the engine, fuselage. I don't know why they keep showing reference to that. And then I saw a cross with Jesus on him. I've seen Jesus walking around in here. I've got pictures of him. You can check them out on YouTube. Then a cloaked figure, hooded figure, with an army of, what is that? An army of, a cloaked figure, shiny white lights, hooded figures, all in like an army. This is the most, I see them standing in lines in the sky. You've got no idea what that's like. Giant faces of works. And then I heard, a dark message is coming in. I saw crosses in the sky again. Someone looking over the railing they have railings. And these steps, right, they're so worn from people walking down them from 1837. That's amazing, right? So I saw someone, I was always looking over there. Top, and they made me jump. Huge faces in the sky again, reading from a book. And then I heard they wanted me to read about Enoch. Yeah, the Bible stories about Enoch, which I do have, but I put down because I was like, oh my God. I just found it's the language in it is very, as you find things like that, very challenging, shall we say. Then I saw 2 men in the sky turning the page on a book. This is the MIBs, the Men in Black, the Angelics. They're all angels, okay? All the angelic hosts and their ascended masters. Then I saw a man in the sky shooting an arrow, and the arrow went down on the ground up above where I was sitting. I felt really strong burning and tingling on the top of my head. And I heard for me, the revelation of God is upon you. Get quite biblical. Head was really burning. There's a reference to that one of you's picking up. I can feel it. Send me an email. It'll be in the description. And then I heard, the cloud dancer is upon us. Now, the clouds can be referenced to higher spiritual knowledge, okay? A crown must be worn and acknowledged. Keep showing me this crown and this throne that they want me to sit on. So I'm not that. I won't tell you what I told them to do with it because I'm just fed up, to be perfectly honest with you. Then I saw a stork on a nest. Well, that's like something to do with storks. Something's been birthed into this world. A being has been birthed in this world. Or it can be part of a being. There's somebody right over me. It's like I can't see my face at all. The faces are changing. So if you say anything, let me know. It's bizarre. What's on the top of my head? One of those little UFO things I'm going to tell you about in a minute. So, and then I heard alien faces, grey. I saw alien faces, greys in the sky. Okay, and that's where it ended. So there's something being birthed. They keep showing me as a baby. I don't know if it's some part of me that's being rebirthed or something like that. I don't know, because they often show me in like a coffin being carried around, and then I get up out of it. Sometimes I've been like a mummy and I come out of all the bandages. When they keep telling me about this connection to Egypt, I was queen in Egypt once. I don't know who. Okay, so, and as I say, whatever. Doesn't help me now, does it? So, there's all of that going on. And I've talked about these little, I call them the Palladian balls. The Palladians around with the long blonde hair. The ones I see are long blonde hair, and they are in black and gold cloaks, and they walk around a lot, sometimes carry a staff. Okay, and they are Palladian angelics. There are two types of angels, I'm always told. They are angels of the 10th dimension. And then there are Palladian angelics, and there are some in the 12th dimension. That's what I'm told. And the dimensions are increasing all the time. So, whatever. That's what I keep getting. And these are Palladians. Now, the Palladians travel around in these little ball things. I don't think that when you see an orb, and I see tons of them, and no, I don't need my camera to see them. I just see them. I have gone to bed a couple of times and I've seen all these orbs flying around. And they're not always the beginnings of a spirit. I have seen recently some of them with a face inside and that this gold light. Almost like how you see saints on stained glass windows or angelics. Very interesting that. But I also see these little balls, and there are people in them. They're like spacecraft, and they can. I know this sounds wild, but I've seen them smaller, and then they can go huge. So, and I keep seeing like there's almost like a place where there's collections of them. And they're all sitting, and they fly around here and they guard. And today I was sitting there and I could see these. They are UFOs flying around the place. Sometimes there's a big, UFOs flying around, and they were glinting on the sun and shining bright. So goodness knows what these gimbals and things are. But they are real. I can see the people in them. I'm shown. They are flying around, and I just saw one before there, and I just keep going, those pesky Palladians flying around again, and they're guarding. I was at a restaurant outside the other day, and I was sitting having a Coke and pizza with my son or whatever, and there's a street. It's almost like there's a little bit here. There's like a pedestrianised bit, and it leads into a mall. And then there's a street, and these are all old buildings. And I could see in the street just above, hanging in the air, was one of these huge ball things. And there were people in there. And I knew that it was stationary, and they were watching, monitoring what was going on around me. And then I have all of these angelic forms in the black guarding and watching, and if anybody gets too close, they're pulled out. Your name's not down, you're not coming in, type thing. So It's freaking me out. But this spirit, to go back to him, when I suddenly realised that and I started arguing with him about it, I wrote a piece. I've tried to write it twice and I feel very frustrated. I'm not, you know, what's this going to do to me and why, you know, I'm going to write it and it's not going to get anywhere. No, I can, you know, an agent's not going to take it. Nothing. I've had agents, everything. I've gone through it all. It's like, nobody's going to take it on. Nobody's going to listen, blah, blah, blah. That self-doubt was incredible. Like a self-confidence, because it's just happened too many times. I've been writing since I was 14 and it still hasn't happened yet. It happens for other people like that, and I just got a bit frustrated. Okay, forgive me. So it's like that, and the spirit didn't like what I was going to write because he showed me a book. Whatever it is, it's got a cross on, and I'm religious fluid and all that, but for some reason I'm working with Jesus as an ascended master. I've seen him, I have talked to him, I have been seeing him since I was young. So, you know, but I'm Kali, love Kali, Buddha, this, that and the other. So it's just who I'm working with. But he came and it was almost like he had this red book, and it looked like a religious book, and he'd pulled all the pages out and he was throwing things at me, everything. It was, he's a horrible, horrible man. And he'll come in, I'm lying in the bed and he'll come and prod me like that. At the end, they will, he's woken me up at night. I've had bad dreams. I've been like, and I'm woken up because I can see somebody doing this to me at the side of the bed. And it's really, and then he changed into somebody I knew, but he was too thin for this person. And I jumped away. I've had this person come into my dreams, and he's usually in V. I have spirits. I can see them sitting outside in that area I just talked about. And I'm dreaming or whatever, and I think, they're dream invaders, yeah? All sorts of things like that. And this guy, he will not leave me alone. He sits in my chair. And there's a lot of anger towards him from the past, though. And I'll end up just like, get out. And, you know, like fighting him back. It's really weird. You know, with verbal, oh my God, right, all right. Right, there's somebody right in front of the camera. I just see every 2 minutes somebody going like that here. Oh, that's all about the energy behind me. It is really freaky. Now there's somebody else over my face. Just keep going, Sarah. So, yeah, a lot going on, and this, that they will come around me at night. And I mean, when I say come around me, there's one right over me. It's almost like sometimes I wonder if it's not me that he's trying to get at. He's trying to throw them off, because that's correct. Sorry, they just spoke through me. So, you know, I'll have my guy do that to me one end, another one the other end, one above me. They're all over. That's how important they say it's whatever I'm to do. And that's what they're trying to tell me. They anticipated that I was going to freak out today. So, well, that's nice to know, isn't it? They just keep nudging me, because I've had to put up with so much with publishers and everything, and I don't trust them. I don't know why I had to tell you that, to warn you, really. So maybe even I'll self-publish. I am thinking about just setting my own publishing company up properly. I mean, properly this time, and doing it that way. So I just feel like I'll write it and it'll just sink to the bottom. I call Amazon like a sea. And sometimes your book goes right at the top on the surface of the water. And then other times it just goes because of stupid algorithms. Or maybe it's just not very good. I don't know. I can see my face changing there. Oh my God. Oh, weird. So anyway, on earth is that? There's somebody in a hood over my face. Okay, the glasses again. My stomach's just flipped. I have not felt right since last night. I had a lot of fits. And I thought they stopped, and then they started again before I went to bed. I just didn't feel right, but I just, the energy, it's just hasn't been right. So if you could support me with that would be brilliant. Oh my God, I keep seeing people. It's freaking me out. There's somebody with a, I know it looks like my hair does that, but I can see them. Glasses. Sometimes they come in military uniform, and then other times they come as in the hoods. Oh, my paratrooper's turned up. This guy sitting next to me here is one of my guardians. Now, he wears the top half of a paratrooper in the UK with the red berry everything. And the rest is a kilt. So I don't know if he's trying to tell me Scottish or whatever. Bill. It's Bill. And I have a young guy, I believe, Submariner, comes in. He is immaculate. And everything's polished. He comes in, and they've come in, and they're bringing out the Mastiff dogs, which tells me there's some energy coming at me tonight, because I'm going online, and I'm asking for your support with this story, because I can't do it otherwise. I'm feeling emotion. If I was to put it on Inkit, I do have one on there at the moment, but I'm going to incorporate bits of that into this story. If I started to put it on there, would you come and read it for free? It would be the first draft. It's inkit.com/Sarah Curran Ross. I'll put it in the description. You can check out the other one. It's free. You can read the story that's already on there for free. It's quite entertaining, because it talks about how they watch everything I eat. I've got no idea what they do. They monitor. I'm feeling very emotional here. But I would greatly appreciate your help to write this, because it's to give the Angelics justice, to show people who they really are. They've been misrepresented in many religious texts, apparently, and they want to set the record straight and say who they really are, and to open the world up as to what it is. And there's a lot of energy going to come at me for this, but you know, I have to do it. So if you could support me, I'd be eternally grateful. I have lots of other books on there as well, which are still part of it. And even channel message, even the spicy stuff. Now that's funny what they show me. When I have to write stuff like that, they show me men and women. And I keep shouting, get a room. Really intense. So it's quite funny to watch as well. God grief, I hope no other medium can see you as they walk past me shocked. So if you want to check them out, I have written a story about what they show me, and I didn't realise at the time until now what they were talking about. I mean, I did it under the guise of vampires, but it's actually, there's a lot of truth in it, because the intense experiences I had writing Knight of Swords. Oh, it was Knight of Swords. I've changed the name to Vampire Knight, Demon Knight, and oh my God, I can't remember. I'm channeling at the same time. I can't even. There's a tornado coming in. Oh my God, I can see this tornado going coming down a hill, from a hill. Sorry, I just got that message. So there's another tornado coming in. That's why they brought all the dogs around me. When the Mastiffs come out, and the big GUNs, yeah, come out, that's just spiritually to show me that they've stepped up security. So there's something coming at me. Somebody just walked down the steps out there, as in spirit. I don't know. It's when you're lying as well, and you can see people walking backwards and forwards here, and you know it's them guarding, or you see them in the mirror here at night, and there's all this electric light flashing around the room, blue haze, and there's all these orbs going around. It's like, oh God. And then people walking, and then you get all sorts. I've had Indian yogis, a troop of them walk through here one night. I thought, what is happening? So yeah, but if you could support me, as I say, yeah, we'll do that. I'll put it on Inkit, and we'll get I'll talk. I may even read it out on videos, but they would have to be on memberships. So we'll see. But if you could support me and I get a readership for this going and get people to listen, it would be amazing, because it's very important, but it's going to reveal some things that they frighten some people, and some people do not want it coming out. And a lot of it is going to be to do with quantum physics and all sorts of things. And I'll be channeling some important people, apparently. But it's to give the Angelics justice. Okay? Who am I to argue? Anyway, I'm going to leave you because I've gone on for too long. I hope you enjoy this. You know, if you want to comment, the only way oh no, that sounded like the door. I know the dryer's going, but that was the door. That means get off. So I'm going, there's faces everywhere. So if you want to comment, you can be a member. You can send me the odd email, but I do personal readings and coaching for this kind of stuff. I also do spiritual chat if you want to talk to me about your experiences. And I am going to be offering writing mentorship as well, and a manuscript appraisal, so you can check that out. But if you can just support me by reading this free book on Inkit and following as I write this stuff on Inkit for the spiritual stuff, I would be eternally grateful. And thank you for watching. All right, take care of yourselves. Please give me a follow and subscribe. That would be amazing. Take care and have a great weekend. Thanks, and don't get scared. Take care. Bye.